Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Cellar Dweller from 1987. It's the first film on a Blu-ray horror double feature disc, is directed by John Carl Buechler, and stars Deborah Ferrantino and Brian Robbins. Wait, directed by John Carl Buechler? If you're wondering if that's the same special effects guru behind the special effects for films like Hatchet, Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, and Bride of Reanimator, then you were wondering correctly, and that's awesome of you. You know, for an often forgotten late 80s splatter creature feature, you might expect this film to be a lot worse than it is, but obviously I dig it. I might be the only one on the Cellar Dweller train, but fuck it, more room for me. There's just one thing holding me back from really enjoying this film, but we'll get to that shortly. First, I gotta say the reason you watch this film is for the eponymous Cellar Dweller creature. It looks gnarly. I'll even admit to the first time I saw this film, I thought the creature's face looked slightly like a mostly hairless version of the Ludo character from the film Labyrinth. And yes, I went through my entire youth watching that film dozens of times thinking the character's name was Bluto. Damn, I can be a dummy. Anyway, the creature in Cellar Dweller has nothing in common with the design from Labyrinth, and I think it was only one shot of its face that led me to believe that my first time viewing the film. There's also this really weird thing because the film features Jeffrey Combs as a cartoonist in the opening of the film, but also features a poster for the film Reanimator where he plays Herbert West. Now, I understand Buechler did it because he worked on the film, but it's a little confusing because the poster's existence in this film means Jeffrey Combs the person and the character in the opening of the film exists and are twinsies. Anyway, the thing I alluded to earlier is that the point of the film is the cartoonist draws the evil and gives it form, which lets it wreak havoc in the real world, but then she starts drawing other things and people that start showing up too, but she doesn't have a magic pen, the only magic is forming the evil, even in 2D, so technically she shouldn't be able to bring life to other people and things with her art like she does. However, the exceedingly dark and practically traumatic ending of the film wouldn't really be possible without this misunderstanding of the narrative, and the ending is pure fucking gold, so I guess I can look past it and give it a tentative seal of approval because the rest of the film is solid enough and the gore is practical and pretty great. I'm going to give Cellar Dweller a B-. Tomorrow it's the second half of the double feature, the alphabetically out of order Catacombs, which I think I remember being the lesser of the two films, but we'll see tomorrow. See y'all then.